Hi guys, Reaction, and today I'm gonna react to the last episode of Squid Game. It's gonna be weird. It's titled One Lucky Day. So last episode, we lost Sae-byuk, which I saw coming because I would think that the last game would be between the two former best friends, but I'm still sad. I mean, there's also the fact that she was injured at the end of the episode before, so it was easier to prepare, I guess. Um, and we also lost the detective. I'm doing lost because obviously he's still alive. He just fell into the water with a gunshot wound, with a wound in his shoulder, whatever. So yeah, I mean, listen, I've seen characters survive from worse, so yeah, I'm just saying. Anyway, we're just gonna start the episode. It's the first time he is more like assertive in his choices. Actually, usually he lets other people choose before he chooses. Oh, he's pissed. Good. Fuck him up.
What an odd name.
It was originally a children's game that was played.
Is it not always the same game? The last game, or is he just like new or something? Because like the others didn't seem to be that curious about it. I would also probably take off my jacket, throw it in his face before he can make a move. That would be smart. Yeah, that was smart. Oh, a fight under the rain. Because of course it has to be extra dramatic. She's really creepy. You don't know. She could have survived. Probably not, but you know. Yeah. Don't pretend you're doing this for him, okay? You're doing this for yourself. If he wanted to die for her, that would have been his choice. True, but then again, I don't know if he would have actually gone through with it. I love when two people who don't actually know how to fight have to fight. The way the fights are choreographed are fun to watch. And sometimes very inventive. But then again, here it's more about desperation than anything else. Come on. Just grab him by the balls. I mean, they were right there. And it's right where she was stabbed with a glass too. Man, fuck you. He better not fucking win. Ouch. Oh. Yeah, he didn't do it. He's not that kind of person. He hasn't killed anybody throughout the game. Also, he might hate him, it's still his former best friend.
그만두겠어. 참가자 과반수가 동의하면 게임은 중단된다. 우리 두 사람이 포기하면
I mean, it's one way to have him leave without the money. I don't think he's gonna take your hand.
미안해.
I thought at the very last minute, but like before that, I thought that he would like try to kill him, stab him or something. I have to say, I am kind of happy that he died. Actually, no, I'm happy that he died because Because like if he actually had taken his hand, I would have been pissed. I would have been so pissed because that is not a satisfying ending. Anyway. You know, it's gonna sound really, really wrong, but I don't have any other way to say this. Poetic? In a very fucked up way, because he started the show, or the very least episode 2, wanting to kill himself, and now he killed himself. And I've actually watched a couple of people's, like, the reaction of a couple of people to episode 6, and Soo, the guy I don't like, someone in the comments mentioned that he was killed by one of his previous minions, like by pushing him off a bridge, and in episode 2 he escaped his minions by jumping off a bridge, which, it's karma. She's a bitch. I love it. After he was betrayed by his minions, so. Okay, but they are going to start again when? Because apparently they happen several times a year, right?
경마장의 말.
You people. You were a player too, you little shit.
당신은 얼마 달렸다고
Which really
생각하는데?
makes me wonder how he ended up being the frontman, by the way.
누구야 너?
Oh, you should keep it. Did they, at the very least, fix him up? Because technically he still has been stabbed twice. Yes, okay, never mind. I'm seeing bandages. That's your son! No, that's your son. He did that. But also, this is gonna be painful.
잠깐 기다려봐. 나 안 받고 엊그제부터 장사도 안 나왔어. 내가 한번 가봐야.
Oh no.
나도 정신이 없어서. 저 요즘 상우랑 연락한 적.
You're gonna have to face her at one point. So, do they just never know? Like, they disappeared and that's it? They are just put down as missing? A missing person and that's it? I mean, I guess doing anything else would be... like... people would just ask too much questions.
뭐 자?
And he joined the games for her. So she could be sent in the hospital. A year later. Okay, but... just wait. The way he responded to her death, though, like quiet, not quite believing that it's happening, believing she was asleep at first, and I mean, it was mostly the shock. It really contrasts all the death that we've had since, like, throughout the show, and it's just, it's weird because it feels more real, because like in the games, especially during green light red light, it felt almost cartoonish, which is, again, it's fucked up. But it felt a bit cartoonish, if you know what I mean. But here was really quiet, and it's just, it felt very real. It felt very realistic, and I really love that. But also, it's kind of like he's in shock, yes, but he's also kind of used to death now. He has seen so many people die that one more people is just like, he kind of collapsed at the end and hugged her, and I'm gonna assume spend the night with her. But like, I don't know. It's like one more death. Like, it was the drop in the the glass of water that just made it overflow, I guess. And he's just done. Also, the fact that it's his mother, and he's done everything for his mother so that he could go to. She could go to the hospital for her diabetes. I think she has diabetes, right? And then open her shop. He had dreams for her, and it's just really sad. Very unfair, but again, very realistic. He looks dead. Has he really not touched that money at all? Dude, buddy, you made a promise. I fucking knew it. I don't even remember if I said it before. I mean, I'm pretty sure I talked about how suspicious I was of him, but I never actually said it. I don't remember, at the very least. But he was the VIP that didn't show up, right? Yeah, I talked about how it was suspicious that he was always smiling, always happy, knowing how to win every game, and how all of the games were like, he knew every single one of them, and he played every single one of them. Even the one where he died in, it looked like his childhood neighborhood. And when he cried for help and asked them and begged for the guards and the front men to stop the fighting during the night, they stopped when he asked. I mean, it's still a very cool reveal, though. You fucker. I can't believe I was still like, I was suspicious, but I was still sad. Though the girls killed me. You killed the girls. It's your fault. I hate you. That's really the first thing you'll say? I would let him die of thirst. But then again, I would also have questions, so. Then call for help. Don't make that face. Maybe they're gonna get help. By the way, he said if someone helped them. He never said that Gi-hun couldn't help. Like, he could literally just call 911. Or, I think it's 999, right? I mean, it's 1:12 here, so I don't know. Um, but like, he could he could actually do something. He could be actually participate in the whole thing. He literally just kind of sitting back and letting other people help, which I guess is kind of the message of the show. Capitalism, whatever you pronounce it. Like, there are so many people who let other people suffer without helping. And I know it's not, a general thing, but there are so many people. No? Easy to sleep at night,
그건 당신이 할 소리가 아닌 것 같은데.
True.
그 돈은
Come on, someone help.
점이 뭔 줄 아나?
The breathing human being? I don't see a lot of other differences. Okay.
없다는 거야.
Oh, okay. Because you have too much money, life is no fun.
결국 다
You were literally bored. The reason is literally I was rich and bored. Just do what.
고객들이
Well, they're little fuckers, but then again, they're Americans. Do like every other billionaire, whatever. Join the space race and buy yourself a planet or whatever. Jesus Christ. You don't have to kill people for fun.
하나 둘씩
Learn some new skills.
살면서
I don't know. Visit places that you've never seen because the earth is way too big for you to have seen everything.
재미로 그런
Can you imagine someone telling you all of your trauma was just fun to them?
이주인 것
I mean,
나는
it's kind of like us though, right? We're just watching the show and enjoying the trauma. Though we're not in the same universe, so that doesn't count.
당한 적이 없어.
That does not make us bad people.
자네 이젠 다 했네.
There's still seconds. Minutes? A couple minutes left?
정말
Call quickly.
아직
999, I think it is.
사람을
Well, just because people are a piece of garbage doesn't mean that you just have to lose hope. There are still good people out there. They're just not there.
관중석에 앉아서는 절
So does that mean that this year's games were different?
기분을
And it was different because it was tailored for him? Haha! They did go get help. And it was before midnight, so he won. Of course he lost. I mean, of course he died. He lost. Losers die. But did he die knowing, though, that he had lost? Because he wasn't looking. I was right.
재미있을 수가.
Boo-hoo! I'm feeling very sad for you. Yeah, you probably need a good haircut.
머리 많이 기르셨네.
And,
어떻게 해드릴까?
shave.
짧게 확 자르셨.
He really looks dead inside. You're gonna have that haircut? Oh, no, you're gonna have the collar. Or the whole thing. That's a choice. It's a bold choice. Poor kid. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I thought so. I mean, you didn't really owe him anything, but whatever.
기훈아,
Maybe be careful with the money, because anybody could just grab it. Okay, but what about the mom, though? She was trying to get her mom, here. I mean, here. There. Is there no way for him to try to make it happen?
금방 비행기 탈 거야.
Oh, is he going to the United States to join his daughter?
가영이 선물도 샀지.
You should be careful. I hear bad things happen to you on a train. I mean, I've watched the movie back when it came out. I need to rewatch it because I barely remember anything. Don't do anything stupid. Please. Come on, your daughter is literally waiting for you. You better go on that plane. Get up. Okay. Where are you going? Okay. Keep going. Don't.
그 비행기를 타. 그게 당신한테 좋을 거야.
They know where he is. You fucking idiot. He too ended up where he started, being a shitty father. Jesus. I mean, I get wanting revenge and wanting to stop the whole thing from happening again to other people. But what can you do alone? What can you do? Unless... I mean, apparently there's a season 2. I kind of wish there wasn't, because I feel like the first season was pretty well contained. I mean, it still left a little bit of things unanswered, but I feel like it was pretty good on its own. It didn't need a season 2, but it doesn't need a season 2. But like, I don't know. I mean, again, I guess in season 2, if it's with the same characters, because for all we know, it could be another game in 10 years, or the game of the frontman, I don't know, and explain how he became a frontman. That's actually a story that I would like to know, because how? But like, he could team up with the detective. Unless it's like rising into ranks, because I'm pretty sure it was 2015, 2016 that he won his game. So like, he could have joined again the next game, but chose to go as a guard. Like, I know someone in the comments mentioned that it didn't make sense that if you picked the red square during the game with the slappy guy, that it wouldn't make sense that they would be invited to be one of the guards because they were trained and everything. But like, I feel like it could still, like, they could have been trained before starting the game. Like, while every player is hesitating whether or not they want to call, they could have just have a very quick training, and then they would maybe like start in the control room, and then they would have been given for the next game, for example, would have been a guard, then a square, then maybe I don't know, maybe that's how it became the frontman, because I don't understand. I'm sure I'm just overthinking it, but I don't know. That was a really freaking good show. Like, I understand the hype about this show. It was really, really good. It's like one of the best shows I've watched this year, but technically we're still at the beginning of the year. I haven't watched that many shows, to be honest. most of my time actually nowadays is just reacting and editing. When I watch something, it's mostly that. Or just rewatches of things that I already know and love. I've done a Stargate rewatch again at the end of the year, so I'm due for a new one, despite the fact that it's barely like 4 months ago. I'm doing a Stargate rewatch at least once a year, and a Lord of the Rings rewatch at least once a year. So, um, yeah, it was just a brilliant show. I think it was just very good from beginning to end. It felt like every details were thought of, which is really something that you can always appreciate because longer shows they. I mean, it's no shade. I don't want to shade. It's shade. I don't want to shade anybody working on those shows, but after several seasons, I feel like some people kind of stop. Uh, some shows kind of stop putting that as much care into their sets and cinematography. For fuck's sake, cinematography, and just editing and stuff like that. I feel like they put less care. Maybe it's I'm biased because like most of the time you kind of follow those shows for several seasons, and sometimes you just stop enjoying the show as much as you did before, and maybe that's why it feels like it's not as good as before, and I don't know, but anyway, this show was really good and very good details, very good story. It was just brilliantly done. I really, really loved it. I don't know if I would do a rewatch though. Yeah, I'm actually really excited after this to watch some reactions. So since I've watched the show, I can actually, watch the show and read the comments without worrying about spoilers. So that's good. Um, yeah. To be honest, I don't have a lot of things to say. I know I didn't say a lot this episode. It's mostly because I was so focused on everything that was happening that I didn't say a lot. I'm using the preview to watch. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said everything I wanted to say. It feels weird for a review to be that small, that short for a season finale. No, a season finale. I was gonna say series finale, but no. Uh, the slap man graced my screen again. That was nice. I'm definitely gonna need to rewatch Train of Busan because I haven't watched it in a long time. I don't remember when it came out. In 2016, I think. Yeah, I watched it then. It's been. Oh my god, has it been 6 years already? 2016 was 6 years ago. 2016 was 6 years ago. What the fuck? How in the holy hell did that happen? Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna leave you here. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to this entire series, and this is gonna be my first time. If you enjoyed my reactions, no, that feels fake. If you want to see more of me and my reactions, you can always, subscribe or maybe just visit every once in a while to see if, I'm watching new shows. The next show, actually, the one that is gonna replace Squid Game is gonna be most likely Vox Machina, the legend of Vox Machina. It looked like a fun show from the few clips that I've seen on Tumblr, so I really want to watch it. So, yeah. I'll I'll see you guys. No, maybe next season. Who knows? Yeah. I hope you have a good day.